Charles, his first touchdown pass in the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll be out right at the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Jones operating from the gun. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Off play action. Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Now Jones on first down. But not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Right now. Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Jones now on first and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for Chris Godwin. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, now this from 43. Kick is right through. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing is Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
$4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Anthony Harris on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20. Right?
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. From the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's Jones to throw again. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way. A big pickup of 38. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads. Teams playing.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
That's the score. Giants 26, Eagles 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
That's a 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. That'll be caught. Rager with it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand down, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Jones throwing on 4th down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And now he'll tuck it in, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go again with Sanders. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Turn to Sanders. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking downfield for Godwin. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Another run with Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle